Hi Capricorn, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you might be dealing with a Capricorn and actually the message is for you. So just take whatever resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind, these are general and timeless readings, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest, as you guys know to do. Ah, yes, I was wanting to check out Saturn because that rules you. So there is Saturn, kind of chilling there. All right, and we're gonna put Pluto. Here's a little Pluto. Okay, yes. So you guys know the drill. All my information down below in the description box. Thank you so much for being here. And let's just like jump right in. Oh yeah, Venus is up, way up here. Okay. We don't want to forget Venus. She should actually be bringing some kind of love into the situation, but to be honest, I've seen Libra is kind of just freaking numbed out and dissociated from this. Okay. Which is kind of a good thing. It's like I'm not gonna be a part of this, but could be internal things happening. All right. Isn't it funny? I was talking about sweetness. So in general, Cap, there could be something going on that's like this interesting combination. I don't know if this is internally, like you just in general. We have the shadow energy, which kind of, it's not totally like the devil, but maybe it could be. But that's talking about Saturn. Okay. Is Saturn still? Yes. So, Saturn is about to go direct, actually. Thank freaking goodness. So, if there was an area of your life that seemed like a bit more challenging, that will release pretty soon. Actually, in the next like 2 weeks or so, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Okay. So, we have Aletheia, which is truth, and then we have the nectar, which is sweetness. So it's like very fascinating combination. Some of you guys might be embodying this, or there's someone that you're connected to. This might be bringing sweetness. That's kind of interesting because some of you guys might be dealing with like a Pisces or a Libra, or there's just someone in your energy that's like trying to bring the sweetness in, but like this truth is very black and white thinking, because some of you guys might have dealt with something shadow wise, and in general this could be remnants of Libra season. This could have been truth that came up recently. It could have been in your environment, but there's a sweetness here. Okay, it might turn on within you. There might be this combination of how you're delivering truth. It might actually have like a bit of sweetness or purity to it. Isn't it interesting how both of them kind of have this black and white? See the black and white right there and then right there, and both of them have flowers. Wow, that's very interesting actually. Have any of you guys seen The Little Prince? It's a book and a movie, and it actually has a freaking deep psychological meaning behind it. It can talk about the psychology of narcissism, which I won't get into, but for those of you, if you decide to look into it, because if you've been dealing with that kind of dynamic or relationship, there's a significance around a rose, and then like the psychology behind it within narcissists and like relationship dynamics that play out there is so freaking like for those of you, if you've ever dealt with those relationships or situations, be ready to bawl your eyes out because it's so freaking sweet. Okay, so anyway, it's actually quite deep if you research into some of the symbolic meaning behind The Little Prince. It's actually quite fascinating, but it talks about the delicacy that the little prince has to go through of taking care of a rose, and sometimes it seems overly high maintenance. So the little prince has this desire to go out and explore these different worlds, but he neglects the rose and it wilts, and so it kind of talks about like the way the patterns play out within relationship dynamics when society develops people to grow up too fast, and then it causes a split in the energy where people lose out on their childhood, or the integration doesn't take place properly, and how that can take place in different ways that it expresses itself within males and females. So very interesting. So we have, oh, this is good, Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups. So this could be luck is in your favor, especially this could be something about emotional maturity. Looks like the more that you become emotionally mature here, or handle your emotional expression, because it could be something very positive, is probably going to get a change in some kind of dynamic. Maybe you're managing a trigger, or you're responding to a situation with compassion, like a lot of emotional nourishment, and it looks like it has some kind of sweetness to it. Isn't that fascinating? And we have the Knight of Swords. So there's some truth here. Could be an actual air sign. This is a similar combination to this, and I am really fascinated the way it came out. It feels like you could be detaching from someone else's energy. This person might be they have a lot to say. There's a person here that, Knight of Swords is blunt. Okay, like they'll say something, but you might be handling it with maturity. And there could be a change happening between you and a relationship dynamic. Like those are straight up 2 court cards. Yeah, strength. You know how to hold yourself, I want to say, with a particular person. Also, just to mention this, because that little setup that I had at the beginning, the middle one represents Leo. It's the sun. That's why I love this whole thing that I got. There could be something going on. Your communication style might change or transition. Also, I'm getting that you have a lot of inner strength handling a person. Because there's a person here that's making like fast movements towards you, or there's like a lot of communications in the environment, but you were able to handle the situation maturely, or you're just showing a lot of strength. You, in general, Cap, you appear to be very strong, like bold and fearless, that you just go into situations that maybe other people would be intimidated by, but you're holding yourself very well. Emotionally, like you're able to move through internalized fears very well. So it's like a development that might be taking place. It's freaking next level for you, and it's very good. You have these new energies. So this is the change up that's going to be coming in. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So there's a new kind of this could be an emotional rebirth for you. There's also a lot of restoration that could be coming in. Okay, and then you have this Ace of Wands. Also, this could be a little bit of a breakthrough in like your intuition. For those of you, if it felt kind of clouded because you were dealing with some other situation, there could just be a person here that you and another person in general are in this truth energy. Maybe like seeing truths about each other. There's a lot. I almost even want to say too that there's a person strongly wanting to come toward you because they might want to express some kind of truth to you. They might want to open up. But the Strength card, like, I don't know, there could be something here going on around. There's a person that wants to come forward towards you because they might want to express something. There's no holding back. Knight of Swords is so like straightforward, frank, blunt, whatever you want to call it. Like they don't hold back. They don't mince words. It's like, this is what it is. And it might be going on. Like there's a person here that I feel energetically, there's this thing opening up around, like, maybe truths. Someone also could have said something blunt towards you. You're handling it very maturely, and that's why this could be opening you up energetically. Maybe the more willing you are toward accepting someone's truth, like if someone said something blunt. 3 of Pentacles. So there's already some kind of foundation that's coming together, I feel like, between you and another person. Oh, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. One card to clarify the 10 of Swords. Oh, this is good though. So Ace of Cups. I feel like something's coming. I don't mean to stress you guys out, but I feel like there's a person here that might be trying to throw you under the bus, or there's a little bit of that going on, but you're sweet. Like, I don't know what it is about this nectar, this sweetness. There could be also a person here that's, if you're coming across as more of like this truth energy is like, it kind of stings, but there's an emotional nourishment of it too. It's almost like a tough love. Like, this is the weirdest combination I've ever seen. But there could be a person here, like, maybe there's something energetically going on, like a karma thing. Judgments, like shadow projections of judgments. Does that make sense? I know that I'm trying to articulate it correctly. But in general, I've seen, this is just a common thing within people, is like, my judgment of you is a projection of something internalized within me. One of those kind of situations. So that might be why there's like this maturity that could be exuding, because emotionally you're moving through something. A truth did come out. This is no secret. It happened in general. See, I even looked on the bottom and there's judgment here. So there could be something here going on around like judgments in general. There could be painful endings that are taking place in general, but you have that typical thing coming in where the new is trying to make space in your life, you know? And there could already be something that's formulating. Like, the wheel could already be turning in a different direction, and you could just be wrapping up like cycles here with other. It feels like to me that whatever this truth is that came out, you're staying really strong and true to yourself and emotionally maturely handling the situation. But you might feel like something might be coming to an end. It could be a relationship here. And it's really unfortunate because, like, it feels like there is a lot of pain tied to this. Like, almost like there's a person here that you know the truth about them. There might be a lot of uncomfortability about, like, this person feels very exposed about you seeing them. That's why even the Knight of Swords communicates, like, it's very straightforward. You can trust what's being said. There's also something around, like, some pain tied to it. But I am also getting, like, there's a person here that might be feeling like things are very black and white. This person might feel thrown under the bus by you and vice versa. Like, that could just be in general. Because this is one of those situations. You might just be going and trying to go to your self-care. You're emotionally nourishing yourself to continue to move through the energy. I feel like that is what's keeping the spark alive. You also have this other connection coming together, but yeah, there's even the World card. This is a finality, like, pretty much. And some of you guys, that might be like, this is going to be a final ending. And I'm never recommending this in any way, but you could have just expressed a truth. For those of you, if this is in any way about abuse wants to stay quiet. Like, there's all these things where if you ever expose abuse in any form or light, there's a whole process that will transpire to that. But if you're desiring a change in a cycle because you don't want to continue to repeat something over and over again, which can talk about the world, like that's why I was saying this is a final. But some of you guys, it's not to say that you haven't been through other 10 of Swords with a particular person. 10 of Swords just could be kind of like you're in that energy. You could have a, like, this person might want to reciprocate what was done. So if this person feels like you, they might feel exposed and vulnerable, because the Strength card talks about the process of courage, which opens up the heart. It's a vulnerability that will be exposed, and someone might be going through that process. That could have been the connection that you were dealing with. Okay, I feel like in general over this next week, if this was your own internal process where at first you were kind of in a truth teller energy with the Knight of Swords, because it could have been that you wanted to express your truth, whatever that looked like. There's no perfect way of doing it. Queen of Cups is emotionally mature, and the Nectar is like giving sweetness to the situation to try to soothe it as best as possible. But I do get that in general things will continue to go in your favor as long as you can almost like transmute the energy in that particular way. Maybe not reciprocate what's coming back at you. That could be the lesson that's being learned around like communications. If something, because I will say every Capricorn I've met, and I'm saying this with love because I in general freaking love Capricorns. I have placements in Capricorn, so naturally I feel really drawn to people with that placement. So, yeah, like, they're always very blunt, but it's in the best light. Like, I've always taken it as, like, a constructive criticism, and that's what I feel like is always the best thing about Capricorns is, like they'll say it exactly how it is. There's no holding back. But there can be an appreciation of that. But just some people might not handle that as well as maybe others. Anyway, Cap, I'm going to dive into the extended, see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Cap, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best. See you in your next reading. Take care.